Hello, I would like to thank you for your time. I'm here to speak to you about climate change. Climate change policy can be contentious in Pennsylvania, which has to balance air pollution and other environmental concerns with its historic presence as a coal and oil producing state. Pennsylvania's climate is changing. The Commonwealth has warmed more than half a degree in the last century, causing heavy rainstorms to be more frequent, and the tidal portion of the Delaware River is rising about 1 inch every 8 years. In the coming decades, changing the climate is likely to increase flooding, harm ecosystems, disrupt farming, and increase some risk to human health. Changing climate will have both beneficial and harmful effects on farming, but the net effect is unknown. Increasingly hot summers are likely to reduce corn yields, which is Pennsylvania's most important crop. Climate change will have considerable effect on the dairy industry as higher temperatures cause cows to eat less and produce less milk. So warming climate could reduce the output of milk and beef, which together account for more than 1/3 of the Commonwealth's farm revenues. The risk of some diseases carried by insects may also increase. In examining not only Pennsylvania's but global CO2 concentrations, if we look at this graph, we can see that concentrations were pretty consistent up until 1950, where they began to skyrocket. In looking at some of the numbers for Pennsylvania's current energy production, Pennsylvania's annual gross natural gas production, primarily from Marcellus Shale, exceeded 4 trillion cubic feet in 2014, doubling the state's 2012 production and making Pennsylvania the nation's second largest natural gas producer. In 2015, renewable energy accounted for only 4% of Pennsylvania's net electricity generation. In 2008, the state fueled its renewable energy program when Governor Ed Rendell signed a law creating the Commonwealth's $650 million Alternative Energy Investment Fund. A fair amount of that money, which is roughly $100 million, directly benefits homeowners and small businesses through the Pennsylvania Sunshine Solar Program, which provides rebates to help subsidize the cost of installing PV arrays and solar thermal systems. Pennsylvania has begun to show progress in combating climate change, but mitigation efforts should always be increased for the sake of the Commonwealth. Delay in reducing emissions increases the cost and limits the feasibility of adaptation, while taking aggressive steps to reduce emissions improves the likelihood that ecosystems and societies will be able to find effective ways to adapt. It is time for decision makers like yourself to continue investing in renewable energy, reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, focus on innovating and improving carbon sequestration technologies, and continue to spread awareness to the people of Pennsylvania. Through these small steps, we can hope to start building towards a more sustainable future.